I want to share a story that illustrates how fear, often without parents realizing it, can end up doing most of the talking in conversations with an adult child. See, in this situation I was dealing with, the parents were living with constant concern about their adult child's stability. Nothing catastrophic was happening in that moment, but they were always bracing for the next problem. And see, they felt like every conversation felt like it mattered. Now, what they were really worried about was missing something important. They were afraid that if they didn't say the right thing or say it often enough, things could slide quickly. Their fear was about safety and responsibility, not control. And because of that fear, what they were doing, which, made complete sense at the time, was repeating concerns to them, checking in frequently, and escaping the urgency of their language. They thought clarity would create change. What I invited them to consider to do instead was notice when fear was speaking and choosing not to speak from that place. The shift wasn't silence, it was waiting until they felt grounded before they started a conversation. Now that mattered because fear changes how words land. Even accurate concerns can feel overwhelming when they're carried by anxiety. When fear drives the conversation, the other person often hears pressure, not care. Now, nothing dramatic happened here right away, but the parents slowed down and spoke less, and conversations felt different. Their adult child became less defensive. There was more safe space, fewer conversations, but better ones. Now, if we step back, this story illustrates that fear doesn't just motivate parents, it shapes tone, timing, and intensity. And when fear is leading, it often blocks the very connection that parents are trying to protect. If you recognize yourself in this story, I want you to know that fear doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you care. The work isn't to eliminate fear, it's to notice when it's doing the talking.